Howdy sports fans, here we are at the property on a Friday afternoon. It's about 24 degrees out here Celsius, which is roughly, I'd say 73 of real temperature, 73 degrees Fahrenheit. So we're out here, there's a little bit of a nice breeze out, which is making it bearable. The humidity's not bad, it's pretty nice out. So this is what we are working on today. We're taking the old shed here, the old shack, and we started taking it apart because I'm going to use it for an equipment shed, I think. So as you can see, we got the side off and this whole side out, and all the crap that's in here, oh my god, like the fucking, there's snake skins and raccoon poop and fucking just leaves and crap, and the raccoons have been in here, and there's a couple snake skins fucking hanging up there. Right? There's wasps. We killed 3 wasp nests so far, but there's still some hanging around, so we got a little bit of work to do. We had to reinforce this corner a little bit, put this one on. We had to stick this one on here and sister it up, and then nail this one to the other ones because there was nothing there. This whole wall came out. Like it was screwed on this side and screwed on the other side, 3 screws each side, and that was all that was holding it on. The door was here, we took it out, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this wall out. We are going to put a center support in, right in here, so I can put like one piece of equipment on one side, one piece on the other side. And then I got to reinforce the roof line that we got right there. So what I'm going to do is that's all going to get reinforced up there once we get all this stuff off, but you can see how it is here. So this is just sitting the wrong way. So basically you have to take a slice out of that piece there at the top, turn that one 90 degrees, sister it up with another one, run it all the way across, and then put a brace in the center to support the weight of that roof, because there's going to be nothing else. The back one I think is going to be okay because it's got ones every 16 inches or whatever, but you can see on the back where it's the same over there, where they've just like put 2 2x4s together and done fuck all. So this was, and basically what it's going to be is just an equipment place for storing equipment, and then my solar panels are going to go on the roof, and that's why I need to support the weight. Now the solar panels themselves won't weigh too much. The frames I will make out of wood, because we have some wood here that we're going to salvage right in there, and we got more wood inside here, some 2x6s, 2x4s and stuff that we can make the frames for the thing. Oh, there's a nice little friggin' snake skin right there. That's a big piece of snake skin. Like, that's a big snake that got out of that one. Yeehaw. So that's what's going on with this. We'll get it cleaned out and opened up. Like I say, there's still wasps floating around, but I'm just opening these 2 walls up, right? So, because basically any wind we've got comes from the north or comes from the east. Very rarely does a bad wind come from the west, so open's going to be okay, I think, there. But you can see the spots where that's been chewed out, where the animal's getting in and out, and it's just filled with this crap. Just a combination of friggin' dust and raccoon poop and fucking leaves and ick. Ick. And we got a new hole. There's something digging down there in that new hole. I don't know what it is, but there's something going down there. Might be chippy, might be a groundhog. We're not sure. Ken will get the groundhogs. I got some windows that I took out of there that were in there. They're actually not in too bad a shape. No screens in them, but they're windows. I might use them for a project or something, or I just might chuck them away. But this is the wood, some of the wood we salvaged that's out there. And I'll be able to use it for bracing and supports. So after I take the nails out of it. And I cut the grass out here the other day. It's really long. As you can tell from seeing that stuff over there. It was really long. So it needed to be cut. I still have to cut the deer field and the laneway, but that'll have to wait till Monday. because it's Friday afternoon. I ain't doing no more. You're getting a video, pictures on Monday. And let the cameras go. You can see how long the grass is down here. It really needs to be cut. So I don't really think the deer mind, but I like to try and keep it neat. So this is the willow tree that I've been trying to grow, and as you can see, I don't know if you can see through the fencing or not. Let's try and keep the animals off this so it'll grow. It's actually, like, some of it's dead at the top, but the rest of those stalks is starting to grow, and they're starting to grow really nice. I don't know if you can see it. If I put that up against it, you can see how nice and green that is and growing. Right? See how nice and green that is. So it's growing really well. So Patrick told me that when you plant a tree, you have to plant a tree when the moon is waxing, as the waxing moon draws the water up. If you want to cut down a tree, you cut down a tree when the moon is waning, because the waning moon draws the water down and out. Seems to have worked here, along with my water barrel, which I have jury-rigged. So you can see, I had some pictures before, but you can see, so I've got the hose going into the base of the things. There's a little valve there, and then we just fill it up with water and turn the valve, and just so it's a slow drip. And then I'm trying to think of how much water is left in here. There's still some over top. So the water's to about there. You can see, that's about where the water is. So it's obviously, it's not dripping really well, but I don't know if you can see in there. Water levels. So, you know, can I do this with this here? Water levels about there. You see that in the, maybe not. Anyways, so what we do to get our water going is, I'm not giving it a lot, I'm only giving it a little bit. So we're going to take our hose off. I made this very portable. Yeah, it's a little bit dry in there, you can tell. So I made this very portable, so it's easy. Yeah, it stopped. So we open it up. So it's just drip. See, it gets to the point where it must get something in there. See, it's dripping a little bit. Too much. See, just dripping like that. Let me put the hose back on. And that'll go down. And that will, eventually, that little bit of drip, see, it's already starting to drip down there. You'll be able to see it. It's already starting to drip. It's hard with, I know it's hard with this thing in here. But let that drip, and that'll do us for the weekend. And then when I come back on Monday, might have to fill it up again. But I just want a little bit. It seems to be doing good now. It's growing well. Yes, there's some dead leaves on there, but that's the old stuff. The new stuff's growing up around it. It'll eventually drop that dead stuff. And I'm going to have to make a bigger enclosure, I think, to keep the weight of the snow off it and the deer off it for the winter. Or if this one doesn't grow like this, like, I mean, it's not growing vertically. I think more now it's just getting its roots set more than anything else, which is good. So what I'll do is maybe I'll just leave this for the winter, and then in the spring I can build a bigger one so it can grow higher, and of course keep the deer off it. And once it's high enough, then it'll be okay. But I think for now that might be good. And it's just jury rigged together, and the deer, like, it's anchored in the bottom. I mean, if somebody really wanted to get in there, they're gonna get in. But for these animals, they're not really gonna do much. So that's what's going on for today. That's all that we got happening. Of course, the feeders are out, deer are fed, and put some corn out for the squirrels and the chippies, and got the deer feeders, or the bird feeders, filled up. So the animals are all good for the weekend. We got some more cleanup to do up here. I got that big pallet there, right there, to take apart. This big one, it's all 2x6s, which don't know what I'm going to use it for, but there's some nice 2x6 on there that I really hate to waste. And we'll get that done. I got this wood to cut up and split. It's got to be cut into 1 foot pieces like that size, so that's all got to be cut up and then split. And I got a pallet set up for that. We got some more targets, some more metal targets to go up for Ken's 22 range. Actually, I could show you, I can take you for a walk down there. How many minutes we at so far? We had 10 minutes. We got a few minutes. I'll take you for a walk down there and we'll see what's going on. We got lots of pallets down here for Ken to burn, including a lot of the stuff we took out of the shed that is no good. It's either weather damaged or it's all rotted. And there'll be more too as we go along and clean stuff out. There's a lot of, well, there's a lot of scrap in there. I just go on the scrap piles. But I was checking the price of scrap yesterday, and it's down to $105 a metric ton. So it's dropped a hair. So really wish it would go back up. So we got lots of pallets over here. Those are better pallets. And then this is all, this pile here that we got here, all here, and that stuff there is all from the thing. These are some extra pallets that I just picked up. So we got Ken's 22 range over there. You can see it. I'll take you over for a close-up look and show you as we go through the woods. Over the hills and through the woods to grandmother's house we go. And it's nice and cool. The woods is beautiful and cool in here, man. I know why the deer are staying in here. It's nice in here. It's almost too cool. Yeah. Dooby-dooby-doo. So this is Ken's 22 range that we got set up. So, as you can see, we got the spinner in the center, and then we got the 3 little gophers there that Ken practices on for killing the gophers here. We got the little wolf target here, and you hit him, and he just flings back. That target should be down. And then, Ken never reset this the other day. Knocked them up with the thing, and then we got little bowling pins here, and they do the same thing as the wolf, right? A little plate here. Oh, that one come out. I have to fix that. Another plate here, small round ones. We got 2 square ones here, but I think I'm gonna set the 2 big plates in the center, and then I'll move these over to the side as we put the extra shelf in here. So that's hook that up, hook that back up, and we'll hook this back up. So, well, that one's almost out too. Holy frig. Ken did lots of damage. Yeah, look at that. Frigger. Where'd it go? There it is. Ah. How are we gonna do this? Come on. Dude, you're not gonna be able to see while I'm doing this. There we go. Now we got her set back up. We made it so nothing can hurt it, right? So, and that one should be setting that way. And this is the back side of it. That's how we got it all hooked up. Right, so we just drilled holes in here for the spinner, go all the way down and hold it in. These are for when you put it in the ground, they brace it. And I just built these little stands to take when the force when this thing goes. Put some braces on it, But you can see from all the hits and the shrapnel that's in here, all these little pieces of shrapnel. And this has only been on for a little while, but you can see the pieces from the 22, that little piece there. Right? Just little pieces of shrapnel that come off and smack. So, but it's a little 22 plinking range. It's fun, and that's what we do. So anyway, here we are, sports fans. That's the end of today, and we'll see you here.